Bill C-11 is the fourth attempt at copyright reform in Canada over the last number of years. Things like recording television shows or making backup copies would now be legal under this legislation. Yet despite the good points in the legislation, much of it is undermined by some of the bad, the digital lock parts of the bill. Now, digital locks are technical locks that can be found on things like DVDs, electronic books, software, sometimes even CDs. While the government on the one hand says it's now fair for a Canadian to take, let's say, content on a DVD and transfer it onto their iPod or other video player, once there's a digital lock on that DVD, Canadians can't engage in activity anymore. And so in effect what the legislation does is have digital locks trump all other basic consumer rights that Canadians enjoy. Many other countries have recognized this is a real problem, and they've come up with a balanced approach, one that provides legal protection for those locks in appropriate circumstances, but at the same time ensures that basic consumer rights aren't lost in the process. So far, the government has steadfastly refused to do that. Now, beyond the concerns about what's in the bill today, there's some real fears about where the bill might be headed, because big lobbyists at the music industry and at the entertainment software industry have demanded that the bill look more like SOPA, the controversial U.S. legislation that generated an enormous public protest on the internet in the last couple of weeks. What they'd like to see happen within Bill C-11 is include new website blocking requirements so that ISPs might be required to block access to websites. They want to see increased liability that could target not just so-called pirate sites, but legitimate sites as well. Even sites like YouTube could be caught within the net of those proposed changes.